Welcome back to another Super Fight, guys, where we speculate and discuss how some of pop culture's most recognizable icons would beat the snot out of each other. And this time, we have a potential banger in our hands, as we pit the Star-Spangled Avenger, Captain America, against General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross's fiery hot alter ego, the Red Hulk. So, in one corner, we basically have the poster boy for Marika. He's the super soldier's serum-enhanced golden child of World War II, the prototype of the perfect human being, Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. In the other corner, we've got one of the hardest men on the planet, and he doesn't even need to get angry. It's Thunderbolt Ross, aka Red Hulk, or Rolk, if you're feeling saucy. Now, as far as their power sets go, Cap is what you'd call the peak of human performance. That is to say, you could think of the Star-Spangled Avenger as a guy who's had his stats maxed out as a human. Sure, he's not as strong as the Hulk, or Red Hulk for that matter. He's not as agile as Spider-Man, not as smart as Tony Stark. But could he posterize someone like Victor Wembanyama harder than Ja Morant? For sure. In other words, you could think of Steve Rogers as someone who's capable of doing anything humanly possible. Take note of that. Oh, and he's got a proto-adamantium shield, a tool made of vibranium, iron, and everything nice, we guess. On the other hand, we've got Red Hulk. Now, you'd be wrong to think that Rolk is just the Incredible Hulk with a different paint job. That's because this red brawler is far more distinct than the original Jade Giant. For one, you could think of the Red Hulk's overall base power levels as something closer to a Hulklight than an actual mean green rage machine. Specifically, Rolk possesses superhuman strength, but not exactly on par with old Jade Jaw's near-unlimited punching power that just keeps on getting stronger the angrier he gets. But what really makes Red Hulk unique compared to his green counterpart is the fact that he absorbs energy, which Rolk then uses to augment his physical capabilities. And lastly, Thunderbolt Ross generally doesn't need to get triggered to transform into the Red Hulk. He could do it at will. So how would these superheroes fare against each other? Let's run that headcanon scenario then. We're not going to beat around the bush here, guys. Red Hulk could absolutely destroy Steve Rogers. Like we said, Captain America can do pretty much anything humanly possible. But Red Hulk is miles away from that. He's a bona fide superhuman, so whatever physical advantage Steve might have here is thrown out the window. On the plus side, at least Steve wouldn't have to worry about Rolk's energy absorption ability, since there's nothing for him to siphon off Cap in the first place. So it all boils down to a beating the likes of which you usually only see Max Holloway mete out. Of course, there's Captain America's shield. Arguably one of the greatest plot devices in all of pop culture, Cap's trademark metal disc would be able to provide him a degree of protection from Red Hulk's attacks. And let's throw the dog a bone here and assume that Cap's shield could withstand any and all of Red Hulk's advances. In this case, it would only be a matter of time before Steve is pinned down. That is to say, he'll just get cornered into a fixed position as he defends himself from a barrage of red fists coming at him. We can already see how this fight would turn out, and it does not look pretty. Cap might be the embodiment of peak human performance, but it's that same quality that would prove to be his downfall once Red Hulk's fists start flying. Sure, Steve might have more than the stamina and endurance of a pro athlete. But that's the thing. He's still bound to gas out. And even though Red Hulk doesn't have an unlimited wellspring of energy, he sure as heck could last longer than Cap in a straight-up duel. Because again, Steve Rogers might be at the highest level of human performance, but Red Hulk is superhuman. On the other hand, you could argue that Steve has a tactical mindset that would prove invaluable in defeating the Red Hulk, and it's all thanks to his experiences as a soldier. Sorry to burst your bubble, but Red Hulk has that same quality, if not a better version of it. Remember, Red Hulk's alter ego is USAF Lieutenant General Thaddeus Ross. That's 6 ranks above captain, people. And, unlike his green counterpart, Thaddeus doesn't usually turn into a rabid moron when he transforms into the Red Hulk. So, he might just be as tactical, if not even more tactical, than good old Captain America. So, what does Steve have left under his sleeve? A rousing speech to have everyone listen to the call of arms? There ain't no captivated audience here to listen to that jazz, bro. This is a straight-up superhero showdown. Or maybe he could use his powers of public speech and appeal to Thunderbolt's more peaceable side. Yeah, that's not going to work, especially on a guy who's seen stuff in the Pacific War. Just ask Private Eugene Sledge. Now, all of this might sound like we're firmly anti-Steve, but that's the thing. Captain America became one of the most beloved superheroes in the Marvel Universe, not because of his inherent physical capabilities. It's because the man stands for everything that's morally right in the world. Then again, even a beefcake with a solid moral fiber couldn't withstand a bevy of punches that hit like a howitzer. In all honesty, the only way we could think of Cap beating Rolk here is with a well-placed shield strike on the jaw to knock him out, and the chances of that connecting are low. In other words, it's going to be a low percentage shot at best and a lucky shot at worst. But hey, stranger things have happened in the Marvel Universe. So, who would win in a fight between Red Hulk and Captain America? There's no question about it. It's Thunderbolt Ross's red-hot alter ego all the way. But let's not kid ourselves. The real winner here would be Kevin Feige, as he swims in a pool filled with $100 bills while a couple of wenches give his Lil Thunderbolt a good old-fashioned weekend pass, if you catch our drift. That's all for now, people. But what do you guys think? How would Captain America defeat the Red Hulk? We honestly would love to know, so sound off in the comments section below and let's talk about it. In any case, we hope you loved watching this video. Please don't forget to give us a like, share, subscribe to our channel, and turn on that notification bell to be the first to see the next super fight we have brewing. Feel free to check out the next video while you're at it too. We'll see you soon, only here at KRTV Marvel.